Hey guys, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to be looking at Liverpool's transfer rumour. It's going to be the first transfer video of the summer. I've just behind me got got yesterday's video rendering, which was who I think one player every team should sign. That should be going up today, which is June 4th as I record this, and this video will probably be going up tomorrow. So there's been some developments since when I recorded that video yesterday. The Liverpool player that I said we should sign, the Spanish midfielder Gavi, or however you pronounce the name, still don't know. But a few hours after I finished doing that video, it came up that Barcelona have offered him the terms have been delivered to him, and now the ball is well and truly in the player's court. He can either sign a contract extension with Barcelona, or he could refuse that, and Liverpool are willing to pay the 50 million release clause apparently. So it's very much in his favour where he wants to go, if he wants to stay, whatever. But there's also been other developments as well, including comments made by Sadio Mane in a press conference last night. Apparently there was a poll, and he said 60 to 70% of Senegalese people want him to leave Liverpool, and he said he will do what they want, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, basically. I think it's been a little bit blown out of the water, really. We've heard the very contrasting rumours that he's asked to leave, he's not asked to leave, now he's saying this. But who knows is the real answer. Do I think he'll leave? Yes, I do. It hurts to say that, but I definitely think he'll leave. It seems like he has his heart set on Bayern Munich, being persuaded in saying that he'll be the next star in Munich, especially if Lewandowski goes, which is looking likely as well. Apparently Bayern's hierarchy have said that he would be the next star in Munich, and apparently he likes that. And to be fair, he's literally won everything at Liverpool. There's not a trophy he's not won, bar obviously the Europa League, Europa Conference League, but he doesn't want to win that because we don't want to be in that competition. He's won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League, he's won the Super Cup, he's won the Club World Cup, he's won the League Cup, he's won the FA Cup. There's pretty much nothing else he could win at Liverpool, and he's been here 6 years, I think it's been now. And I mean, it's a long time. A lot of players don't stay at clubs that long anymore. They do tend to move on, but we've had some really good 6 years. It was like the proper start of the Jurgen Klopp era, and it's seeming like that his first squad's coming to an end with, his first squad started with Mane, and now his first squad's ending with Mane going. Salah, we still don't know about him. Obviously he said he'll be here next season. After that, who knows? Again, contrasting reports there. I saw one report from the person that I believe broke the Luis Diaz transfer, saying that the contract extension was nearly finished, and now after that there's contrasting reports saying that Mo Salah and Liverpool are still in negotiations, but they're not really going anywhere. nothing's close to being done. Salah's still holding out for what he wants. Liverpool aren't prepared to go that far. It's all of this, and this is the problem with rumours. No one really knows. The only people that know for definite what's going on is his agent, him, and the club. That's it. Anything else is just speculation and rumours. Obviously there are sources, but these sources are only going to give half a picture, I think. I don't think they'd give the full story. But you know, many times he's come out and said he doesn't want to leave. Seemed like Mane was in that same boat, and now his head's been turned. Who knows? It's all over the place at the minute. But 3, I believe, in fact no, 4, there may have even been a 5th, I can't quite remember, but there's a few players definitely confirmed to be leaving. Divock Origi, Loris Karius, Shea Ojo and Ben Woodburn all are going to be released by Liverpool at the end of their contracts. They expire at the end of this month and they're not going to be offered new deals, so they're confirmed to be going. There are multiple rumours surrounding Oxlade-Chamberlain. There were rumours about him last summer, but Liverpool didn't want to sell him then. Now apparently Liverpool, with the lack of game time Oxlade-Chamberlain's had, I think it's a mixture of him wanting to leave and Liverpool willing to let him go this summer. Nat Phillips, Nico Williams, Ben Davies, Taki Minamino. There were reports of Naby Keita potentially leaving. Now apparently he's going to be signing a new contract. It's who knows. The same was with Joe Gomez. There was rumours with him going to Aston Villa. Now apparently he's likely to sign a new deal. So I mean, we still have Bobby Firmino to think about. You know, he's said he doesn't want to leave, but are Liverpool going to give him a new deal? It's not looking likely. There hasn't really been any talk of there being a new contract, but obviously with 12 months left, we still have the whole year to figure that out. I do believe that their main priority in contract negotiations this summer is to tie Salah down. It's just they don't want to break the structure that they've put in place that has worked so well over the last few years. That's kept everyone happy at the club and everyone within an equal playing field. They don't really want to go overboard. Now seeing you know, the supposed how much money they're on, and apparently Salah's on 200k at the minute. The numbers are very weird because it's, some are saying it's 400k he's asking for, others are saying it's 300, others are saying it's around 320, 350. Like, I don't think anyone really knows. But the highest paid player at the club currently is Van Dijk on 220, I think. I think it's 220 anyway. Then I think Thiago and Salah are on 200. So he's already one of the most paid players at Liverpool, but he wants a lot more. And if the structure currently is at 220, I would expect this structure probably they don't want to pay anyone higher than 300, I would say, maybe 250. But if you're saying Van Dijk's on 220, and then if Salah wants his contract doubled, remember that's not all he's gonna owe. Like, he's not, that's not all he's going to be paid. There's bonuses on top of it, so it's way more than 400k that is being branded out. Like, that's what he wants a week. Think about all the bonuses. There's probably going to be a signing on fee. There's probably going to be an agent fee. There's going to be bonuses of, you know, how many goals he gets if they win trophies, all of that. So it's way more than 400k, it's way more than 300k, it's way more than 350, whatever's been branded out, it's way more, which I think is why Liverpool don't want to do it. FSG are adamant they don't want to break that structure. It's working well for them so far, so if it ain't broke, you don't fix it, or you don't change it, and they don't want to break that. So, but they know to tie him down they're probably going to have to. With Mane looking like he could be going, that could weigh up some more room in the wage budget for them to go, do you know what, just give it him. Like, we've heard now as well that Salah would sign a 2-year extension. Like, it's not about the contract, he wouldn't mind for, I'm sure he'd prefer like 4 years, but it's saying now that it's not the length of the contract that's the problem, which is now clearly stating it's the money side. He wants more money than Liverpool are willing to offer. Mane wanted more money than Liverpool are willing to offer. Bayern Munich are prepared to offer that, so it looks like he's going. The thing is, the grass isn't always greener. You've heard the saying, so many people have said it now, but it's the truth. Gino Wijnaldum wanted to go, he refused what Liverpool were offering him. He went to PSG for more money. Look how that went. By January, there were already rumours that they were going to loan him out. Like, he hadn't even been there 5 months and already they gave up on him. Like, so you can't really change that. If they want to go, there's not really much you can do about that. But just because you're on more money doesn't mean you're going to have a better life in Munich or in Paris or Barcelona, as Coutinho found out as well. You know, the biggest thing is that no one is bigger than the club. You know, the club is Liverpool. Liverpool have been around for a long time, 130 years, as of yesterday, I think it was. I don't think it was today. No, yesterday, I believe, was Liverpool's 130th anniversary. So no one is bigger than the club. So if they want to go, you can let them go, because there will always be more. A lot of people think that it's the end of the world if you lose Salah or if you lose Mane. It's really not, because there'll always be more. We'll always have another striker. You think about the years gone by, you know, Dalglish, Rush, Fowler, Owen, Torres, Suarez, Salah, Mane. Like, you'll always have them. They're always there, and there'll be more. So they might not have the same numbers as Salah, but in the end, are those numbers so significant if the front or front three get 20 plus goals? So the left winger, the striker, the right winger all get 20 plus goals, rather than Salah getting 30 and the other two getting 15 or 10. You know, it's around the same. You get the same amount of numbers, just spread out equally. So, you know, that's the hope. I'm not really that worried. Obviously, I'm gutted and will be really sad and heartbroken if they leave. But in the end, it's not the end of the world. You move on to the next player. Eventually they would leave anyway if they had to retire. So, you know, they're not going to play forever. They will retire eventually. So, we won't have them forever. So, in my opinion, you let them go. You get new blood, you get younger players in. You know, I just think it's the Jurgen Klopp's there, so it doesn't matter. As long as we have Klopp, everything will be fine, in my opinion. Well, I've spoke way too long about that. Move on to the actual point of this video, the signings. So what I would like Liverpool to do is, I do honestly believe that they are desperate to get Jude Bellingham next summer, because I don't see a world in which Dortmund allow Haaland and Bellingham to leave in the same summer. I said this yesterday, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see them doing it. He's already said that he's going to be there next season, so I just don't see it. But the reports are that if Liverpool want him this summer, they have to pay 80 million. I mean, I just think we should wait until next summer. Probably be around the same. It's not going to be significantly less amount, but it's definitely, I just don't see Dortmund selling both. So I do think with them losing on the French midfielder to Mane this summer, they'll definitely make sure they don't lose out on Bellingham next summer as well. It wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool are in talks with Dortmund this summer to sign him next summer. Like the way they did it with Keita and Grujic and some other players as well. Honestly, that would not surprise me at all. To make sure that it's done and they get their man. Apparently, the link with Tammy Abraham, it seemed, the way Trent reacted in the video, it definitely seems a joke, but who knows? I don't know. I would take him, most definitely. I would love him up front. I think he's a brilliant striker. He's proved that in Roma. So, yeah, I mean, if the interest is genuine and we do go in for him, I'd be very happy to see that. Darwin Núñez, again, very interested. Man United have now come into the mix, and the thing is that Núñez is partly very more leaning towards Liverpool, but they're willing to hear what United have to say, is the gist of it. Calvin Ramsey, apparently there was a thing last night that we're almost there. We're almost, well, it's almost not done, but it looks like it's going to be Liverpool. It looks like we're going to win the race for him, which is great. He's young, cover for Trent, especially if Nico Williams does leave. Conor Bradley could go out on loan if Ramsey comes in, or they just keep him and have two young right backs to cover Trent, which I'd be more than happy with. But also Joe Gomez can play right back as well, which is very good cover. You know how Jurgen Klopp loves players that can play multiple different roles. It's definitely handy in that regard as well. Other players that one I would seriously like, with what we've seen so far in the rumours, is Mane goes, they do want a striker. Now, if it's not Tammy Abraham, definitely not Harry Kane. If it's not Núñez, it's way out there. But I would love it to be Lewandowski. I think it's Barcelona. I think he's going to go to Barcelona. But a reunion with Jurgen Klopp, he's a banging striker. Like, he bangs goals for fun. I would just love him in the Premier League, and I would love him in the red of Liverpool. Realistically, don't think it's going to happen now. No, I definitely think it's Barcelona he's going to go to. But we can hope. Alright, that's what football transfers is all about. Hope. You hope you get certain players and you dream of outlandish players joining your club. I don't think he'll ever have, just like Harry Kane. I would absolutely love it. It's just not going to happen. And there was something today that it's being laughed at by Tottenham. Like Tottenham, in the Tottenham camp, they've heard it and they're laughing because Harry Kane's like fully like invested in Conte's project. They've got Champions League football as well, which if they got Europa League, it would make sense. The fact they got Champions League, I don't know how it came about. It's never going to happen. And so, yeah, ultimately, I think it would definitely be youth side. I think that's kind of the angle they're going with. Carvalho, Ramsey, him being linked with the Spanish midfielder who's 17. He's playing in Barcelona's midfield and Spain's midfield at 17. Like, it's ridiculous. The man is unreal. And he's so young, which is genuinely scary. Because he's 17, that means there's so much room for growth. There's so many years for him to improve, and yeah, he's one of the best talents in the world, like, without a doubt. Barcelona are known for that. Their academy's just breeded with excellence, even if they are in financial difficulties. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it happening. I think Spanish, I just think he would prefer to stay at Barcelona. To be honest, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't prefer? If you're at Barcelona, who would want to leave? Like, you're in Spain, it's nice weather, better than over here, and you're playing for Barcelona. Like, it doesn't really get much better than that, does it? But I would if we lose Milner, like, that still is not confirmed. There's a contract offer there. I think he's just weighing up options at the minute. If we lose him, we sell Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's then some room in that midfield that weighs up a lot of space in the midfield to sign at least one midfielder. Now, I think Liverpool's heart and my heart is well and truly set on Bellingham. If that can't happen this summer, then there was a rumour about Mason Mount. Do I believe that? I don't think so. I don't see a world in which Chelsea sells one of their best players, who's incredibly young as well, to a rival in the league, like, to a rival that has challenged them. They faced them 2 cup finals, draws that they lost on penalties to, and in the league both games finished a draw as well. Very tight games. Why would you then make that rival that you lost 2 finals to on penalties that were very close stronger? That doesn't make much sense to me. Also, rumours are about Christian Pulisic. I would love Pulisic. I know there's quite a few Chelsea fans that don't like him, and he's definitely fallen out of favour with the manager and everything, but I definitely think Jurgen Klopp can get the best out of him. We've seen it before. Gini Wijnaldum, Newcastle fans were loving it that they managed to get rid of him. They didn't like him. They were like, "You're one of the reasons we've gone down, mate. Thank fuck you're leaving." And Jurgen Klopp turned him into a midfielder that we just fell in love with and was incredible. Andy Robertson, again, relegated with Hull, turned him into the best left back in the world. Well, like, up there, but I don't know who competes with him. That might be biased in me, but I try and take it off as much as I can when I talk about best players in the world. But I just don't see who competes with him. I really don't. So, but it's there. He's proved that he could definitely get the best out of Pulisic. I'm sure he's been an admirer of Pulisic since he was at Dortmund. So, it definitely makes sense. But again, I don't know if Chelsea want to sell to Liverpool. I really don't. So, I doubt it. But those two would be incredible if we could get either of them. I would like. But, again, I don't see that happening. Anyway, I think that's it for the moment. There will be another, like a proper transfer video more into the month, once the window's open, once things have started to take shape more. There'll be a proper Liverpool transfer update video, probably just before the season, maybe in August, whilst the season played, before deadline, whatever. But there will be another Liverpool transfer video, proper one, either next month or in August, when things have taken a bit more of a shape and more players are being linked and more news comes out. But that's kind of about it at the minute. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know we grew up a little too fast. I miss the days that we chill and relax. Where did the time go? It all passed. Now I need to go back. I had no worries but always had plans. The only thing I did was dig at the trash. Now it's much harder to laugh, hard to get up and then work on my craft. I need inspiration, don't need no validation, no more medication, just try some meditating. I don't need you to save me, feel like all of you hate me. Everything's been so hard with all the situations lately. I just need to numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now.